Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I'm in downtown Los Angeles. I'm at the Latina event, hosted by NARREP, and it's one of my favorite events. This is my second year in a row coming, and I'm not missing it. And my next guest is Anna. Anna, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
All right, Anna. So, you're a speaker today, right? That's what
I was a speaker.
you
today.
were a speaker.
For a few minutes.
So, what have you been to a Latina event before?
I have. Aren't they fantastic?
You have been.
Yes.
Okay. What keeps you coming back? Like,
you know what keeps me coming back is the empowerment that the United Women, all of us together, have that energy, being able to share stories and hear other stories that empower one another, not only women but men and everybody in general. So to me, it's an event that I don't miss. I love to come. Yes.
Now, there's a lot of corporate leaders out there. I know you're a corporate leader yourself, and you do a lot as well. Why should the people that are at home, the other individuals, why should other corporate leaders be participating in an event like this? Why should they be represented here?
You know what? I would say the most important thing is that it doesn't just help individuals, but it helps communities, and it empowers communities to be able to grow. Specifically the Hispanic community, where there's not a lot of education. There is much more now, but in the past there hasn't been. As I had spoken, I was a translator a lot for my parents in the language. So definitely.
What was that like? Especially during did an interview earlier with someone, and they were talking about having a mortgage process that was in Spanish, and that was different.
Yes, and you're 13 years old and you're trying to explain that process.
What was that like? Because not everybody understands or relates to that. It's different.
No, you just had to learn really fast and kind of grasp some of the verbiage and so forth to make sure your parents understood. We also had individuals that were very caring in that space. So they kind of helped navigate that for my parents and helped me be able to explain that to them. But yeah, it was a big responsibility, but it was an amazing one, a great experience to be able to see your parents buy a home in a time where they never thought. They came with nothing.
Wow. I
Little,
love those stories. That's just
only with determination.
Wow.
And took a big risk to bring to have us here. Like I said, I was the first U.S. citizen here in the United States for my family, and the first woman that graduated from college in my family. So that's why this is so important to me, because it does empower my parents instilled that in me, and it's a way to honor them as well.
It's amazing. And do you believe in that concept of one generation building on the next generation? Because I think about this pretty often, my grandfather, what he did, my great grandparents to come over, and all the things that took place. I didn't get here by myself, that's for sure.
No, we didn't. If we look back at all the sacrifices that our parents did, I don't know that I would be able to do that, what they did, but I could do.
I would, and I'm soft. I'm I don't even. I'm from the Midwest, and I was a little bit more rugged before. Now I'm I'm not picking up something. I can't do it. I'm not made for the trades.
Yeah, no, they just did an amazing job, and I would like to think that what all the hard work that they put into it today, through today, has helped me to be able to obviously go further, and I want to do that for my daughter. I have a daughter, to be able to help her know that she has that strength behind her, but that also she has to create her own way as well. Still instill those principles in them.
What kind of conversations, and it doesn't have to be specifically with your daughter, I just mean in general, because I know you're a corporate leader and you deal with a lot of different individuals in your role.
Yes.
Let's say the next generation coming up, getting into the workforce. We can talk about Latinos or second generation, first generation, doesn't matter.
Yes.
But what kind of advice would you give them as they're kind of maybe navigating uncharted waters, especially if they're a first generation where they're first to graduate from college and other things? It's a very unique experience. Not everybody has that.
I would say to stay the course. And one of the things my parents always told me was always know who you are and don't ever disqualify yourself.
And don't count yourself out.
Don't ever count yourself out.
Interesting.
You're the only one that counts yourself out. Other people might not necessarily. Stay the course and have that hope that you're going to be able to do better. I know a lot of today's youth don't have that hope to be able to have homeownership and so forth. You need 2 families, college degrees, and it's still not enough. But really, the corporate world is trying to find programs and affordability for this new generation coming up. And there's always conversations to that.
Yeah.
So I do believe it'll always be not perfect, but it'll be better. And that's one of the things we strive to do.
Amazing. Anna, it has been great having you on the show today. Last thing I want you to do, look into the camera. If somebody wants to connect with you on LinkedIn maybe or otherwise, how do they do that?
Anna Davila on LinkedIn.
Fantastic. Yeah. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes so you can just click on the links and head right on over and connect. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Anna, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate it.